And now it's 10 months after a man's death in downtown Crossing. Only Boston 25 News has learned about an indictment. Good evening, I'm Mark Ockerblum.
And I'm Vanessa Welch. Boston 25 News reporter Drew Caritas was able to confirm this story through his sources and learn that the suspect is still walking free tonight. And Drew, you got a copy of the indictment.
Vanessa, we've learned that 29-year-old Sanusi Sadiq has been indicted by a grand jury for manslaughter in the beating death of Ireland native Barry Whelan near this TD Bank ATM more than 6 months ago. Sadiq will be summoned for his arraignment in Suffolk Superior Court on October 26th, which the victim's boss doesn't believe is fair.
We're no closer to knowing what happened than we were a week after the crime. This person should be in jail.
Reacting to news of an indictment in the beating death of his employee Barry Whelan, John Marsoobian wants to know why the suspect was never taken into custody and why details about the case remain secretive.
I can call it manslaughter. I call it murder. This person doesn't deserve to walk the streets. All Barry wanted to do that night was go into town and have a couple of beers.
Marsoobian, who owns Twin Peaks Construction, has stayed in touch with Barry's brother, who lives overseas. He says the Whelan family isn't being given any information about the suspect Sanusi Sadiq and how investigators believe he came into contact with Whelan on the evening of St. Patrick's Day in downtown Crossing.
I understand the grand jury process needs to be secretive by its nature, but the family deserves to know some details.
An indictment for the charge of manslaughter obtained by Boston 25 News says on March 17, 2023, Sadiq did assault and beat Barry Whelan, and by such assault and beating did kill Barry Whelan. The Suffolk County District Attorney's office is not releasing any further information about Sadiq, but confirms he was never arrested in the investigation.
We were led to believe once this got out of the grand jury that the details would be released. What I want to know is what happened that night? How did the altercation start? Who is this person?
We have not been able to find a listed Massachusetts address for Sadiq, nor have we been able to find any indication of a criminal record in the Commonwealth. We can tell you that the maximum sentence for manslaughter in Massachusetts is 20 years in state prison. We're live in downtown Crossing. Drew Caritas for your local station, Boston 25 News.
Drew, you've been on top of the story since the very beginning. We know you'll continue to follow it for us. Thank you.